I saw your video in your truck.
Oh, yeah? And what was it doing? Was I working on it?
Yeah.
Changing the fuel filter? Well, that's good. Well, but that's what I was doing. I was changing the fuel filter on it. Needed to be changed. I got to actually reset the sensor on it. Forgot to do that.
Oh.
I'll go do that now. All right, YouTube, how's it going? This is Dave. Happy Thanksgiving. We are back. We're doing a quick video on the GMC. If this is your first time seeing the channel, you may or may not know that I'm a huge proponent of the 3-liter in the 2021-22. I think it's 2021 and 22 on so far. GMC and Chevrolet pickup trucks, half tons, and also in the Yukons. But I love my Duramax GMC, the 3-liter. It's done everything that I've asked for it. More, I apologize for the leaves. It is New Jersey. It is now fall, or feels like winter. I actually saw a little bit of snow yesterday, but it is really cold out here today. So I want to try to do a quick one for you, get this done. We're going to do the fuel filter change. One thing you may know, at least about me, is that I am not a huge fan of having the dealership do work for me, especially I've had a couple of bad experiences. I know some folks would say that, yeah, I'm stupid for doing that, but at least I know that I'm doing it right, and I'll take responsibility for what I do. But I try to use the best parts I can afford that make sense. In this case, I was able to get a fuel filter off of the, I think it was Amazon, as a matter of fact, which is hit or miss these days, but you can see if I can get it. Looks like it's in focus. This is the part number for a fuel filter. I believe it's for not only the 3 liters, but I think also possibly the 6.6 liters, or it might be the, what's it, the 2.8 liter, I forget what the baby Duramax is in the Colorados, but very straightforward. Comes with the filter, already has the internal O-rings on it, and then it gives you a new set of O-rings for this. Goes inside the lip, inside the lid to seal it, and then this little guy goes on the end, and end of the piece that goes inside here, so it actually will seal like right at that end right there. So I'm gonna get everything set up. I'll actually, and I got my little bucket there to catch the fuel, because I'm really not sure how much diesel is gonna spill out. But let me get this back in here. Let's get underneath. We'll take a look and just show you what you're up against, and we'll figure out what the fitting size is. And from everything I hear, it's pretty straightforward. Let's go see. Okay, so, you know, we're under the car here, or truck rather, and a couple of cool things to take a look at. This is the guy right here. It's definitely a heavy-duty housing on here. I like the fact that it has this, this is a cover that's on here. Cannot tell if it's metal or not. Looks like it might be, well, feels pretty damn hard, so it probably is metal. And it looks like this is like probably, man, just look at that, maybe a 35 millimeter, 36 millimeter. I grabbed the 36 millimeter, and it's a little racky on here, but I don't think that this thing is really tight on here, like super tight, especially when it has O-rings on there. I know you got to compress the O-rings, but it's a pretty beefy housing. So what I want to do is I'll get my tray, you know, to catch the fuel coming out of here, and then we'll give it a go and see. I can't believe this would need a lot of pressure. I got to turn it this way, obviously, but let me go grab it. Okay, get this guy in here. We're gonna give it a little spin and see what's doing. Okay, at some point we are gonna go see, we're gonna start to see something start to leak on this thing. Word to the wise, dealing with fuels, oil, any of that jazz, do not wear nice clothes, right? At some point this is gonna start to leak, and I would prefer not having it leak down on a nice sweatshirt like an idiot. I'm wearing a nice one, but it's really cold out here. Okay, definitely starting to hear something. All right, so put this down, pull the sleeve way up, and here we go. There she goes. And this is something you'll have to, you know, we'll take a look at as part of the fill procedure. All right. Oh, and there you go. Holy moly. Look at that thing. Yikes. All right, well, that gives you an idea. All right, we're just gonna let this baby pour out. And if a leaf or something comes flying by, my apologies. It is very windy today. All right. All right, well, sorry it's blowing around a little bit. So you can definitely see there is a pretty substantial difference in, you know, this guy, the brand new one, versus this guy. So this guy needs to get, you know, muscled out. I'm going to try to position this off to the side here where things aren't blowing around so much, but hopefully you'll be able to see. So let's try to do this and allow you guys to see. And I apologize for the wind, but we're going to get this guy. It's going to take a little bit of coaxing to get out because it has another O-ring on the inside. So, woo, there we go. That was easy enough. Woo, okay. We'll leave that there. Empty out some of this garbage. All right, I have returned. All right, so I'm gonna get in here and just I wanna wipe this out a little bit, see if there's any gunk or anything, yeah, in here. It's really not too bad. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing, but my goodness, this is pretty, pretty telling, right? So that tells me I should probably have changed this maybe a little sooner. Okay, sorry about that. Just had to go. Didn't realize I didn't have a pick out here. You don't want to try to like go nuts on this thing. So what I want to do is get this off, this seal right here, and replace it with the new one that comes in the bag. This is for the internal one. I'll show you this in a few minutes. But let's get the big guy off. And really all you got to do is kind of get in under it. It's easy as that. Just boom, off, done. And then I'd like to just get around here a little bit, give it just a little bit of a wipe. It's not gonna be perfect, but it'll at least get in there, clean it up enough, and get that surface ready to go. Nice and shiny. Grab a fresh one. Then I'm gonna get underneath and do the same thing and replace that other one, but that one I'm not going to bore you with videoing. All right, so grab the big boy gently. Woo, there goes a paper towel. Like I said, super windy today, very annoying, but I just get her, kind of get her in there, work her around, get her inside the groove, roll it down, and bing bang boom, yeah, you're in business again. So very, very simple. And you know, I roll it a little bit, but I just try to make sure that it's not stressed in any way on here. So you kind of just, it'll lay how it wants to. If you kind of flick it a little bit, it'll center itself pretty nicely and be ready to go. So this guy's good to go. And then we got to put this one back in. This may take a little bit of effort because this is not a, you know, like this is pretty small, and that's got to fit in there, right? So I come in and you kind of eyeball it up, find a good stable spot, and then just press, and you can feel it click down, and it's in. You know, give it a little bit of extra English on there, perfectly fine, no issue. And you can see here, wow, a little bit of swelling inside this guy. I don't know how well you can see that, but you can see the filter was swelling a little from all the fuel in it. I may have let this thing go a little too long, but lesson learned. And my bag went blowing over there. So I'm gonna go underneath. I'm gonna do a little bit of cleaning underneath, and then we'll go and put the housing back together, all right? Stay tuned. We're back underneath the truck. This guy, I would definitely suggest replace it. It should come with your filter. Like I easily, this one, squeezed it and the old one just popped off. It's laying around here somewhere. But for now, what I wanna do, just, this guy goes back in. You know, bring her in nice and slowly, controlled, and start screwing her in. And they give you a set amount of Newton meters. So what I'm going to do is just, you know, bring it in, and then when I feel like it's tight enough based on what I felt with this, you know, we'll let her go, and then I'll show you how to prime it. But I apologize if there's a little eclipse action going here. All right. Sorry, this wrench is heavy. Eventually you can feel it bottom out. There it is. Okay? That's feels good enough for me. All right, that feels nice. That feels pretty tight. And that's all I'm going. That should be good and tight. And we should be good to go. And that's like literally all you got to do underneath here. All right, so now that you're inside the truck, I would not recommend you just stomp on it and get going. What you do, get a hold of this guy. Do not touch the brake. Wait 5 seconds. Okay. You hear that? Not sure how well you can hear that. That's the fuel system going. Primed. All right. I don't know how well you can hear that. I'm going to shut it off. Shut her down. Okay. So you do an initial prime, and that was probably, you probably couldn't hear a damn thing that I just told you to do. So, all right. So I put my tools away, cleaned up a little bit. I'm going to do it again. So I don't know if I showed it well enough before. You just press and hold the start button. Do not have your foot on the brake. So you just press and hold. 5 seconds. Now you should be hearing stuff, but I don't know how well it's picking it up. I don't know how well you can hear that. Probably can't hear it at all. Probably not. But it's doing stuff right now. Let's see. Okay, that one was a lot quieter this time, so turning it off. I'm gonna step out, just check real quick, make sure that we don't have any leaks or anything like that. Okay, looking good. There's still noises going on from after you turn the truck off, so it's still doing things. Nothing going on under there. So what I would recommend, I would just do it 3 times, only because I'm weirdly anal retentive. So I just want to make sure everything's good. All right, so this will be the last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Okay, system's starting. Still cooking. Can hear it running. If I open the door, I don't know if it's gonna do it. Okay, see, you can hear it running. You can hear it running. No leaking or anything like that under it. So we're just gonna kind of chill out here for a minute. Let it sit. It's upset that I'm outside the car, but whatever. My goodness, this poor truck. You can tell this thing's been lived in. It's been used a lot. I gotta clean the seats big time. Been using it quite a bit. All right, so I think we're in good enough shape. Let's get her started and see what happens. There we go. Well, while we're in here, I'm gonna reset the fuel filter life. So, just here, per normal, you're on that screen where you gotta select it, click it. Are you sure you want to? Just a quick roll up. Let's see, what's it doing? You gotta go to the right. So you hit the right arrow, yes. Boom. Well, it said I wanted to do it, but it didn't do it. So let's try it again. Are you sure you want to reset? Yes. And yet somehow it didn't do it. So what am I doing wrong? Let's see. Let's shut her down. All right, let's try it again. Let's go into this mode. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There it is. Reset. So I didn't do it wrong. It just, while it's running, it won't reset it. So good to know. Put it in this mode. Put it in the auxiliary mode for doing this type of stuff. Then you can reset it. So we're good to go. We're reset. Throw this guy in here. Pop the hood. Do a quick look. So dirty. So dirty, but no weird noises or anything like that. So I'm literally just gonna let this sit and idle for 5-10 minutes. 5 minutes, I'll just leave it idling. I'm gonna put the window down and close the door. It's gonna scream at me because I left the keys in it, and but I'm just gonna leave it right there. Grab my phone, and here we go. Oh, it didn't do it. Okay, called me a liar. But I'm just gonna let her sit, idle, make sure everything's gravy. That's it, folks. Literally one of the simplest things to do on this truck. The engineers did a great job. My son there waving, can't see him in the window there, but literally one of the easiest things to do on this truck. Simple maintenance. Just seems like a lot more just because I'm trying to talk through it step by step, but very easy, guys. Definitely suggest you do it. Any questions, you know where to find me. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.